Hello and welcome back everybody to If My Heart Had Wings. So, last episode, what did we actually do? Oh my god, I'm totally blanking, even though it only has been a few hours since I recorded it. This is my super brain powers, people. This is my super brain powers. Oh, right, obviously. We met Hotaru and finally learned that she is the sister of Ageha. Or maybe I learned and everyone else already knew because I'm too stupid to remember things. And we had a nice little day with them. Also, we met Kotori trying to catch a cat. Yeah. So, let's see what this episode has in store for us. Oh, by the way, I just realized that the voice in the beginning who says the title of the game in the main menu actually changes. So it's not always the same person who says the title. It's kind of interesting. Amane was looking over the parts that I had brought her from every angle and let out sounds that expressed admiration. Is this okay? I really want to know how old she is. Like, if she had to repeat to stay here, she has to be at least in quote-unquote sixth grade. So she must be quite a few years older than Aoi. Well, not quite a few, but a few. Whoa! She suddenly hugged me. Yeah, I gotta be honest, you take them where you get them, especially in these corona days, because hugging is not much of a thing these days. But yeah, when I was in high school, to be honest, I would have been completely, like, I wouldn't have known what to do. Because, I don't know, I was really stupid back in high school, to be honest. And I'm also not a fan of getting hugged by everyone, you know? Like, a hug is something special, in my opinion, kinda. Still, to this day. Like, I don't like it hugging everyone. But, like, getting hugged by a girl, that would totally, like... I probably would have at least hugged like that, not like the good pal kind of hug. I'd probably be short-circuiting or something. So I shouldn't be too judgmental if characters in visual novels behave stupid at this age. Amane pushed her forehead onto mine and rubbed it round and round. What is she, a dog? Ouch! That hurts, Amane. Oh, I feel that is exactly what you want. It hurts, but it feels good. Because she's holding tightly and our foreheads are together, her ample. I once knew what ample means, but I guess from the context I can guess. Her chest is pushing against me. Not only is she beautiful, but stylish too. How's she stylish? She's wearing a school uniform. Everyone is wearing the fucking same. And they're bigger than they look, and I have no choice but to experience this for myself. So are you. You're just making up whatever you feel like. It's lunchtime, by the way. I brought the parts that Anchan gave me to the garage, but because the reaction was much more than I expected, I'm in a state of confusion. Hey, Aoi. You exactly knew what would happen, man. Like, don't lie to me. I get it. I really do. I get it. But don't lie to me. Like, I know you're a smart protagonist. But you didn't expect this. It's bull. It's bull. We both know it. And still, like, I'm completely okay with it, though. Kotori, who I came here with, and also Agiha, who came along for some reason, are both staring at me in a way that feels kind of prickly. Okay, lady, now you're a bit overdoing it. After tearing away Amane from me, who was kind of like a big playful dog, I told you. We have a connection, he and me. Don't we? I once again passed the parts to her. Please go ahead and use them. Killed a few people, but it was worth it, just for this hug. A friend of mine works in a factory that deals with the manufacture and processing of special parts. For this kind of thing, he should usually be able to make it for me. Always for free, because I don't know, they make so much money in this town factory. It seems that for this, Anshan looked at the engineering diagram and made something that was the same. So he doesn't know what it's for, but she can actually make it? Whoops. Okay. I guess it's kind of weird, but okay. Amane took the parts over to the glider. Whew, that was a surprise. Now, if you don't mind me, I'll go shortly to the toilet, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay. Hey, I mean, he's probably open to you two hugging him too. Like, just saying. Don't say things like that about me. Kotori was being pretty snappy since just now. She might be annoyed because someone else found out about our secret place. Yeah, probably. Although it is not their secret place, to be exact, but anyway. Amane, who is like a kid who's been bought a birthday present, has immediately started work on installing the parts. It looks like the parts are used in the instruments in the cockpit. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of obvious, and she diligently dismantles the mechanical parts. Agiha is standing beside Amane and is watching... Jesus, I can't decide if I say Amane or Amane. I guess correctly it would be Amane, right? I should have listened. Agiha said it a second ago. I should have listened more carefully. But, like Japanese, usually, like 3-syllable words are usually pronounced more flat. Not with a big, like in English at least, you usually stuff with 3 syllables, you pronounce the second syllable. Especially like, no, not amane, right? Wouldn't you? I guess at least. But anyway, in Japan, it's more flat, so amane is probably more correct. With more emphasis on the ne than the a and the ma, amane. Yeah, well. Oh, please not again. Oh, thank you, lady. Oh, that is interesting. Up until now, I expected you just start from a hill or something. Agiha stares at the aircraft in disbelief. Kotori and I, as if we were appreciating a work of art, untiringly look on at the sleek aircraft. Amane seems to have completely forgotten that we are even there and is immersed in installing the parts. It's like the first time I came here and met Amane. Well, that is a kind of obvious way of teasing something. What's up? Hey! No. Oh, really? Oh, fucking really? We're doing this? We're doing this? My favorite trope of every anime, teasing something, someone says, oh what, and then we just let it go and to change to the next scene. And that is some bullshit that I did not expect from Aoi to not question her further. I'm very disappointed in my brother by nature. I don't know, probably not by nature though. My brother, soul-wise, you know, I'm disappointed, Aoi, is what I want to say. Yeah. Very disappointed. But I guess we will learn who this Isuka is. Well, if I had to guess, it's probably some kind of mentor to Amane, and Kotori probably heard of him, or maybe read about him. Seems unlikely that they both know him, because otherwise they would know each other, right? Or maybe Kotori had a life-changing experience once, meeting him once or something like that. I guess we'll learn. A female student who looks like a senior came into the garage. Girl who seems like a senior. I make a bewildered face, like, who the hell is she? And Ageha told me. Ah so, Vice President of the Student Council. What on earth does she want? If you're looking for Amane. You know what? One thing, what especially is bad now that I think about it, about leaving out the suffixes and stuff like that. We don't know what Aoi calls people. Because I bet he doesn't call her Amane. He probably calls her Amane Senpai or something like that, but I guess we'll never learn. At that moment, she had her head in the cockpit. As the Vice President sees that, she briskly approaches the cockpit and peers inside.
Mochizuki-senpai? Mochizuki-senpai?
She called out in a loud blurp. Again, she called out in a loud voice, and Amane finally pulls her head out of the cockpit.
Yeah, Fukukaicho.
From the way she suddenly spoke to her in a familiar tone, I thought that they might have a close relationship, but the Vice President doesn't seem that way at all. Without losing her resolute attitude, she asks her a question. So it's probably about her staying in school, huh? Amane was downhearted as she answered, Ah, no, it's about club. Club. I watched enough animes to know this. The club has to have, I don't know, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people in it. Ah, I see. So this is where we are going. Why is that? Astonished, because we've never seen anime, we look on as bystanders as the conversation continues.
しかしだな、副会長。先生方は特例として認めていらっしゃいますが、それでは他の少人数のサークルに示しがつきません。
Oh, Japan, you is a weird place.
部としての体裁を今すぐ整えていただかなければ、廃部は避けられませんよ。
Amane looked down as though she was at a complete loss. For some reason, I get a strange pain inside as I look at her.
いいじゃない、別に。
Kotori suddenly jumped into the conversation.
あなたは確か、幅根小鳥さんね。
Why does everyone know her? Well, I guess student council also probably dealt with the case of a student always missing. While slightly surprised that she knew who she was, Kotori continued to speak.
だって先生がいいって言ってるんでしょ。ならあなたが文句言うことじゃないわ。それに天音先輩ってほら特別な人じゃないですか。これやるために留年。もとい学校にいることはみんな知ってるわけだし。
That's more like it. Yeah, she's not repeating, she's staying for some weird reason in school. I thought I saw veins appear on the vice president's temples as the two of them ranted at her.
先生方が部活動のあり方に過剰に口を差し挟むのは生徒会自治権への明らかな侵害。
Huh? Okay. I wonder what it's. Tell me what it's like in your countries. But in Germany, like I was a member of the student council, and we had to say basically jack shit. Like there were always like meetings where we would decide things with the parents' council and the teachers' council. But because it was always like we had, I don't know, we got like 4 votes out of. I don't even remember, 16 or something like that. It didn't even matter, you know.
この件についてはまさしくそれです。
She thrusts forwards, approaching one step while Kotori and Ageha take a step back.
部にしたくてもできないサークルもたくさんあります。そのため部費も下りず、活動拠点となる部室さえ満足に与えられない場合もある。昨日も和太鼓研究会が練習場所の申請をしてきましたが、却下せざるを得ませんでした。その時彼らが何と言ったかご存知ですか？
Yeah, I guess.
それは知るわけないわ、そんなの。
Yeah, fair point, Kotori. Call her out on her bullshit.
ソアリング部は一人であんな大きなガレージを使っているのに、どうして我々には練習場所一つないんだ？
Yeah, I mean, I kinda get it, at the same time, like... there's a saying in German. How would I translate this? Well, let's just say rules are there to be broken. Let's use the English version, right? Like, if you're that stiff with the rules, it's never a good sign.
至極もっともな意見だと思いませんか？
Yeah, again, yeah, and at the same time, no. Also, couldn't they just, I mean, there is no place for them to practice? That seems kind of unbelievable. No. I thought Kotori was giving her shit because she knew. Ah, okay.
思います。
Yeah, but not really.
それ
Like,
なの
come
に
on.
申請を却下された彼らは当然納得していないでしょう。しかし、このガレージがずっと以前、それこそ我々が生まれる以前からソアリング部のものだった事実も無視できるものではありません。先生方が特例を認めるのも、あるいはそこに理由があるのかもしれません。我々生徒会もその事実は尊重したい。ろくな活動実績も示せないお遊びサークルのために望月先輩を立ち退かせるのは本意ではないのです。だから
The vice president turns from facing Kotori and Ageha and looks back at Amane, who is nervously listening behind her.
早急な対処をお願いしている次第です。活動実績なら先日やっとテストフライトを。あれは授業中じゃありませんか。言語道断。むしろ廃部へ一歩近づいたとお考えいただかなければ。
Amane staggered back as if she had been hit hard. I guess that is true though, isn't it? Okay, no. Okay, this kinda makes me angry now. No, this kinda makes me angry. If you're making an exception, and they're making exceptions for her, obviously, right? I mean, we could argue if it was right in the first place to make this exception for her staying longer in the school than she's actually allowed to and stuff like that. But if you're making this exception, then she should be able to do her thing, right? Like, go big or go home. There is no in between for me. On Windmill Hill, when Kotori and I watched the glider flying across the sky, lessons were taking place in the school.
いいですか。部活動として認められるには最低4人、残り3人の部員を集めていただかなければ。
Amane looked down with a very grave expression.
でもこれは私が自分のためにしていることだから。ならばなおのこと、部活動として認めるわけには参りません。
Yeah, I mean, why not, right? But so much about my theory about joining clubs being a deciding factor for routes or stuff. I'll join. I raised my hand and the others all look at me.
あなた、この間転校してきた男子ね。確か、水瀬葵くん。
Ah, okay. So she just has a freakishly good knowledge of all school members. The vice president looks at me as if she is evaluating me.
言っておきますが、幽霊部員じゃダメなのよ。
I know. This is the reason why I came here today. I had decided this morning, well, yesterday actually. I still don't know much about Gladys though. I just thought it would be interesting. I feel excited just to imagine flying it, riding on the wind. Oh, how conveniently I just realized the cockpit is big enough then for more than one person, which is kind of weird, going by the fact that Amane probably built it for herself. If Amane-senpai will allow me to, that is...
入りたいというなら別に構わないが、でもこれは私が私のためにしていることなんだぞ。
I still don't know much about gliders or about you either. But if that's what you want to do, then I'd like to help you. As I state my reasons, the vice president looks as though she isn't convinced. It looks like some transfer student who doesn't even understand the situation has come barging in, trying to act like a hero. I can't say that there isn't some element of that to it. Fair enough. Ageha raised her hand in a really casual manner. Even with everyone looking at her, Ageha appears aloof.
ロボット部と掛け持ちでもいいですか？それは構わないが。
What are you doing, Ageha?
だって面白そうなんだもん。
One person left. Everyone naturally looks over towards Kotori.
何？
Kotori turned her wheelchair sideways to avoid everyone's line of sight.
私は入らないわよ。
Ah, come on. Whoopsie. Yeah, I guess she's part of the go after school at home club, which I kind of respect, but come on, now that you're coming to school on a regular basis, you might as well join. As Kotori says this, the vice president made a face that seemed relieved, yet disappointed.
まだ一人足りないわ。これでは部活動として認めるわけにはいきません。
If it's decided that it can't be allowed, what will happen?
まずはこのガレージから出て行ってもらいます。
Oh, Jesus. That would take a few years. Amani looks really distressed. Well, of course she does. If there's nowhere to keep this giant glider, the club's activities cannot continue. There's myself and Ageha, so we will get one more person. Could you wait until then?
いいでしょう。では、金曜日まで待ちます。
What do we have
それ
today?
までに体裁を整えられなければ、サークルに降格。ガレージは使用不可。よろしいですね。
Amani nods in agreement with the total lack of confidence, and the vice president leaves the garage.
ハバネさん、部活入ってないよね。
To be honest, as mentioned, Kotori might as well join, but on the other hand, is it right to pressure into it now?
名義だけでも貸してもらえないかな。お断りよ。
Kotori bluntly refused and left the garage.
ダメか。
We have to do something about it ourselves.
君たち。
We're sorry, Amane, that we caused things to turn out like this.
いや、助かった。君たちがいなければ、廃部になってたところだった。
This sounds like another hug opportunity. But is it really alright with you? Oh, whoops, that's her text. That's what I plan to do from now on.
私もいろんな意味で興味あるし、
Leave gathering members to us.
天音先輩は活動実績について副会長さんが納得するようなネタをまとめておいてください。そうする。
Is this alright with you?
何が？
Today's the first time you've been in the garage, right? Even so, you've suddenly become a member.
でも面白そうなのは確かじゃん。葵もいるし。
What am I gonna do with you?
あれで空飛ぶんでしょ？ワクワクするなって方が無理だよ。
Yeah, I know what you mean. Without thinking, I raised my voice. I was happy that Ageha felt the same way.
まあ私の場合、飛ぶより飛ばす方に興味ありだけど。
Really? Okay. I want to try to fly it. And also, she has stayed in school all this time, repeating the year over and over to do this, you know.
って噂だよ。天音先輩は授業にも出ず、いつもガレージにこもってるって。
I don't know if that is the truth or not, but what I do know is that she is taking this very seriously. I can't let it all end for some stupid reason, like there not being enough members. Yeah, I'm totally with you on that.
まずは残りの部員集めからだね。
Mabo. Let's try asking him. Yeah. Told you Aoi and I have the same thoughts.
何それちょっと面白そうじゃん。
でしょでしょ。だからさ、あんたも入部しない？
でも俺バイトあるし、それにお前と仲良くしてるとエリちゃんがやきもち焼くからパス。
I start to wonder if this Eri-chan is actually his girlfriend. And also, if she is, she might be a bitch.
そこをなんとかさ。大丈夫、バレないって。
それがバレるんだよ。エリちゃんうちの学校に友達いるから。だからあんま話しかけてくんなよ。
彼女できた途端これだよ。私ら幼馴染でしょ。友情はどこ行った？
バンドも忙しいし無理無理。今度ライブやるんだ。だから今練習中。
冷てえの。
あいつに頼めばいいだろ、葵によ。
頼むも何もすでに部員だよ。
何？お前らまたつるむの？
何よ悪い？あんたも仲間に入れてほしくなった？
誰があんなやつ？ペペ。
が汚なつば飛ばすな。
Yeah, especially in Corona times.
たく、麻婆のくせに生意気なんだから。
おいアゲハ。
何よ。
まあなんだ。今度はうまくやれよ。
Huh? This time give it your best shot? Huh?
は？何の話？
Good question.
もうさっさと行け。ほら、シッシン。
Oh, 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 oh. Am I the only one who's thinking this right now? Like, she told him as a kid she was something like this, you know, she was into Aoi as a kid and then he left and this is what he means, like this time give it your best shot. That would be very anime.
麻婆のアホ。ダメだった。
Doesn't Agehawa have a lot of friends? Like, one who, again, I mean, she said no ghost members, but to be honest, well, what's she gonna do? Is she gonna come down every day to see if someone is there? So, was it my fault after all?
彼女とバイトとバンドが忙しいって。あの青春野郎。昔、散々遊んでやったのにさ。
What are you talking about? If Mabo treated us like we were more important to him than his girlfriend, what do you think would happen? Okay, like, there is a middle ground, you know?
コブラツイストで締め上げる。泣くまで。
So there's nothing we can do about it. Next is... No, that's right, Totaro comes here, doesn't she? Oh, good point. Didn't even think that far. We went to the first grade classroom, which looks apparently exact like our classroom. When students from the upper grades come to visit, there's a strange air of tension in the classroom.
どうしたの？あーちゃん、鬼。何かな？
Well, this is the first time I've seen you in your uniform. It suits you. When I met her yesterday, she was wearing her own clothes. You kind of look more grown up. I only said it to tease her, but she went red like she was on fire or something and got really flustered.
やだな、青鬼。私、大人っぽくなんか。こーら、葵。後輩をからかうんじゃない。
I'm kind of teasing her, but actually I mean what I say.
それ、余計に立ち悪いから。
Yeah.
あーちゃんの方が可愛いよ。
By the way, is she wearing... apparently she's wearing the same skirt. I didn't even realize their skirts were blue. Probably because Ageha is always seen like... I mostly see the upper half of Ageha.
は？私？
On the other hand, in the beginning I saw like a full screen picture of her. I probably just forgot.
ほら、青鬼。制服だって私より似合ってる。私なんて別に。マーボーには中身男だって言われてるし。でも見た目は可愛くなったでしょ。
When Hotaru looks at me with those innocent sparkling eyes, I cannot tell a lie. Well, yeah, I do think she's gotten cuter.
葵。
I eat an elbow to the ribs. Ouch.
ありがとう。葵もまあかっこよくなったと思うよ。
Yeah. She said the same thing for the second time, this time in the first grade classroom, so of course I feel embarrassed. Hey, you started it, to be honest. The reason why I'm looking down is because my ribs hurt, though.
今はそんな話しに来たわけじゃないの。
Ageha, continuing with the momentum from before, talks to Hotaru about we are looking for members for the soaring club.
青兄とあーちゃんが同じ部活に入るの？そういうこと。だからホタルもどうかなって。
Glare. Hotaru glances at me.
私いい。どうして？家のお手伝いあるもん。手伝いって日曜日くらいじゃない。でもあるから。
She seems kind of wavering, yet firm in her reply. Maybe there's a reason for it. Probably she also knows that Ageha likes him and doesn't want to, like, get in the way. Or also possible, probably both might be true, that she is into him, but she knows that her sister's also into Aoi. And so, like, she doesn't want to... Like, the whole Kyoryo thing, only the other way around that time. Jesus, I'm making Clannad spoilers left and right. Now that I think about it, shouldn't do that. Kotori brings over the cucumber that she had crushed into about the right size, using a wooden pestle.
こんなにしちゃって大丈夫なの？
Yeah, that way it absorbs the flavor a lot better. We're going to marinate the cucumber. Really? Yeah, I mean, I now that I think about it, I've seen that thing in Japanese restaurants before, but and it doesn't even taste that bad, I gotta say. But still, like, this is a weird concept to me. It absorbs the flavor a lot more with easily if it is crushed than if it is chopped with a knife.
他にやることは？
I think that's it.
そう、じゃ。
Hey!
何？
We still can't find anyone who wants to join the club. We tried all the people we could think of. Again, kinda weird since Ageha was supposed to be... whatever.
そう。
You seem even more interested in it than we are, don't you? The time on Windmill Hill when we first saw the glider flying. The time she wandered into the garage. Actually, now that I think about it, isn't it in English garage? Oh well, I'll keep saying garage, I did say it until now. Isn't there like a Simpsons joke about it? And saw the real thing up close. The time we made the paper airplanes and flew them together. Her eyes were always shining like a child's. I can't forget the expression on Kotori's face. She's usually so sulky or looking as though she's bored, but maybe that it what her true expression really is, I thought to myself. Jesus fucking Christ.
私が入部したって迷惑かけちゃうだけだもん。
What do you mean? No, you wouldn't. To be perfectly honest, it would be great if she would just join the club.
だって私もうすぐ。
She stops mid-sentence and moves her wheelchair along. Hey, can I ask you a question?
ダメ
Why do you want to drop out?
ダメって言ってるのに。
Wrong person, lady, wrong person. Koturi looks as though she's realized something.
やっぱりあなただったのね。私の退学届拾ったの。
Oh shit. What was that noise? Did you guys hear that? Probably. I think that's my phone telling me that it's out of batteries. I'll go looking for it. If you hear the noise again, you'll know what it is. Withdrawal notice? What is that? Does it taste good? Can we have it with tonight's dinner? I played dumb without hesitation.
バカアホいじめっ子あんたなんかドブにはまって死んじゃえ。
That's not that unlikely if he actually flies that glider. With a barrage of parting shots, Koturi hurried away. And the next day. This was actually a rather short day now that I think about it, wasn't it? Like compared to the other days at least. Or maybe it just flew by. Okay. But again, this is a good point to stop as always. I guess Koturi will end up joining like on Friday, last second. Like she's the real hero of the bunch. But I guess we'll see. So, thank you everybody for watching. Come back for the next episode and I'll see you then. Bye bye.